Here's some footage from this dash cam just so you can get a general idea of what the quality is like. So it does have a front camera, it has a rear camera, and it has a really unique feature that I've never seen on any other dash camera. This was sent to me so I could test it out and make this video. And I've used this brand with a similar model before and was really happy with it. And the unique thing about this dash camera is that you can actually plug in external storage. Now that is nice for two different reasons. For one, you could just plug in external storage and you could transfer the files to the storage. So if you don't want to take out the SD card or anything like that, you could just plug something into that, transfer the files over, then you could view them and back them up on your computer. Or if you wanted, you could actually plug in external storage and just leave it there. So if you want to keep all of your recordings, like maybe you are a truck or Uber or Lyft driver and you just need to keep as much storage as possible, then this is really nice for that reason. You can just keep everything on your external storage and you're all set and ready to go. So this does have a front and rear camera, 4K 60 frames per second, Wi-Fi 6 if you want to hook it up to an app, and this supports external SSD storage. So to install it, you put these on the windshield before you put the dash camera. If you ever need to take the dash camera off, you've got a couple extra adhesives, and then you'll take this off instead of trying to get these adhesives to come off because they don't. So it does have an extra lens here if you want to use that. A car adapter with two USB-C ports, and then you've got USB-C to USB-C, very nice. Here's a tool for helping conceal the cord for the rear camera, interesting choice for connector. And then you also have another USB-C cable. One thing that doesn't really come across on the video, this is fairly hefty. So you've got USB for power over here. You've got a microphone over here. Here's your slot for the micro SD card. Here's a slot for micro HDMI if you want to hook that up. And then the rear camera goes here. Here's all your navigation buttons. I recommend plugging it in before you install it in your car so you can go through this setup. Will automatically set up the time with GPS. I like that it asks your units right from the get-go. Insert a memory card. All right, we've got the memory card inserted. It's going to do a reboot. For the video storage, you can select if you want it to go to an external SSD or the micro SD card. As you can see, there are a lot of settings. I'll just go over the ones that I think are more unique. So one unique thing about this is you can plug in an SSD, then you can press this button to dump all of the files from the micro SD card onto the storage. And you can select how much you want to do it for. So you could select everything if you have an SSD hooked up. There are voice commands that you can use on this. So by default it is on. And if you look at these commands, so with the resolution, you have a bunch of options for the resolution you want to go. Just keep in mind, if you have it 4K at 60 frames per second, it's going to fill up your memory card really quick. So I'm going to go to 2K at 30 frames per second. That is as low as this will go. You can turn HDR on or off for either camera. Going to do on for both. You can also set how long you want the recordings to be. I generally like 3 minutes. The G sensor is when you hit a bump or get in an accident. So you can set the sensitivity here, low sensitivity, and then any bump or anything, it's going to record to a different storage location so that it does not get overwritten. I'll keep this at medium. You can select what you want to be on the timestamp. Because this is a dash cam, you probably want to keep all of that on. You can also do time-lapse recording and parking recording as well. So if you are in parking mode, you can have it do time-lapse, or you could just do auto event detection, which I like this. You can also add a custom text stamp. That's pretty cool. This could be useful if you want to share video and you want it watermarked or something like that. You can also set your license plate number here, and you can choose which live video you want to see. So if you only want the back or rear camera to show, you can do that. Speaking of, let's go ahead and plug in the rear camera. All right, it is connecting. So by default, it will do split screen. Take photo. Nice, the voice commands work. So on the dash cam, you can see the icon for the SD card. I have this hard drive with me, so I will go ahead and plug it in here. It says it needs to be formatted, so I'll go ahead and do that now. All data will be deleted. That is okay. So that is formatted. So now you can see it's highlighted in green, and then it will ask if I want to save the videos here to the SSD, so I'll click on that. Installing this in my car was pretty straightforward. It does come with a film that you can put on your windshield, and then you'll put this on the film, and then you can adjust the camera as needed. And then once you turn your car on, it just starts recording. There's nothing you need to do with it. It's all good and ready to go. I do recommend that you do what I did and set it up before you install it in your car, so all of the settings that you like, you can set that up. It's a little bit easier when you're sitting down and not in the car, but the menu navigation is easy enough, so if you need to make some changes, you can do it easily in the car. Overall, I've been really happy with this. It's really cool that you can save files to external storage. Again, I will let you decide for yourself what you think the video quality is like, but overall, a really nice dash camera.